Yeah, so welcome back. Good evening. We had a very long weekend, right? Okay, so switch on your videos, everyone. Yes. So we have finished the childhood stage and now we are moving on to the next stage, that is, which was the stage?
Adolescence.
Adolescence. So adolescence is specifically your stage, your developmental stage, the stage that you are in now. So it's not me who is going to teach most of the part. It's you who is going to teach. So you'll have to tell me what all developmental changes, developmental tasks that you're going through or you have already gone through. Okay. So who wants to start? Tell me what are changes or what are developmental tasks you have undergone in the stage of adolescence. You're in the midway, right? Who'll start? Come on. Ashish. Who was that? Meghna. Okay, start.
Physical change and our mentality, the way we think and all.
Yes. Physical changes, the way we think. Then,
The way we try to solve problems.
can you give me specific examples? Like in physical changes, what all physical changes have you noticed?
Our
Or
body grows,
thinking,
height,
whatever it.
weight and all.
Hmm? Sorry?
Height, height,
Height. Yes.
and
Then, what else?
our um,
What else do you think has changed? You told me you have changed in your ways of thinking. Give me an example.
like in if we are children, we think small problems. We take that bigger, but
Hmm.
now we take it as joke or small, like the way the problems are. We don't make it bigger.
Okay. Then,
Mm.
everybody keep on thinking. Be ready with your examples. Yes, Meghna? Anything else? No. Okay, next. Who's next? Hmm. What happened after the weekend? So lazy.
Character will change.
Who was that? Ashish.
Yes,
Yes, tell. Come on, Ashish.
character will change.
Huh?
Character will change.
Nothing has changed.
Our character will change.
Character.
Character,
Place your mic towards your mouth. I can't hear you properly.
character will change.
It will change. So give me an example how the child in Ashish has changed into the adolescent Ashish in terms of character.
Short temper
Hmm?
became.
Mike.
I became short temper.
You became short tempered.
Yes,
Okay. Then think. Yes.
The way
Anybody?
we think.
The way we think. I need
Like
specific examples. Give me
before,
specific.
if someone asks us to throw a stone, we throw it mindlessly. But now we think, will it hurt someone or not?
Okay. Taking others' point of view, right? Yes. Okay. We are open for discussion today. You can give me points when you get points. So Ashish, Meghna, and Aishwarya, the thing that you have already answered doesn't mean that you can't answer anymore. So if you get more points, share it with us. Others, come on, brainstorm. Give me more. Reina, yes.
Mentally will be matured more.
When we are matured. For example,
Like
how?
you when you used to be child, like for one thing we'll cry. We cry a lot for one thing. Yeah, like being stubborn. I want this. I won't eat. If I get this thing, I won't eat this thing. Like
Okay.
when we be matured, if you won't get, what?
You're okay with that. Okay. So you have started to compromise.
Yeah,
It's
bit.
okay. Yes. Okay. Then what else? Grishma, Amal, more points.
The way we express our feelings and how we react to different situations.
Can't hear you clearly. Please place your mic to your mouth.
The way we express our feelings and how we react in different situations.
Okay. For example,
When they grow up, some people, if they are uncomfortable or they feel upset, some people may be violent or aggressive. Some people can they will quiet down and they will stop talking. They will just move away from that environment.
okay. So you think more critically. Yes. You apply logic. You involve in abstract thinking, and you analyze different situations and take decisions accordingly. Right, Grishma?
Yes.
Yes. Amal?
Ma'am, change your voice.
Hmm?
Ma'am, our voice will be changing according to
What changed? I can't hear you.
ma'am voice.
Voice. Yes,
Ma'am,
correct.
uh,
Especially then. See, you all talked about we in terms of second person and third person. I'm asking about you, your situation, how I have changed. Think like that and see, you'll get more points probably. I'll give you one clue. You have started to spend more time in front of the mirror than in front of books. Am I right or not? Yes? True? True or not? Do we have some rare pieces who don't spend time in front of the mirror? Yes? Amal, yes. Very good. Rest of you, is that true for you or not? Speak up. Unmute everyone. Raina, what are you telling? True or false?
Sometimes true, ma'am.
Sorry, I can't hear you. Huh?
Sometimes true.
Sometimes true, sometimes not. Since it's lockdown, it's okay. You have filters and all in mobile phone, so it's okay. What about when you come to school usually? Or when you go out for a function, or when you go out for some dinner or lunch or something? You're at least you will be concerned about how others will think of you, how others will view you, right? Right or not?
Yes, ma'am.
And boys and girls, yeah. How is my hairstyle? Is it matching my dress? Is this pimple gonna grab more attention from people? Do you have such thoughts? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, what else? These are just clues related to this build up on the rest of the points. How have I changed when I entered the adolescent stage? How do you think you have changed? More points. This is your stage. You have to tell. You have to share the thoughts. It's just that you haven't thought much about it, about yourself, because you were busy talking. Thinking about other people and other stuff. That's the reason. For example, your BTS, your PUBG and all. Okay, let me ask another question. Who is your role model? Role model or like whom you admire so much? Can be a role model or a person whom you admire so much. You have to give name. If there is one or more people, you can share that also. We'll start with Grishma. Yes, Grishma. Your idol.
Um,
This is a top secret, okay? Nobody shares this with anybody else. Stays within how many of us? 3, 6, 7 of us. Okay. Where are the rest of the people? Okay, Grishma, carry on.
personality wise,
Anything, in whatever terms it might be, it's okay.
parents,
Parents,
I
be
can't think of
open.
anyone.
Huh?
I can't think of anyone.
Okay, you think. I'll come to you. Okay, Meghna.
Parents.
No more parents' business. Okay. Anybody else other than parents? I know you all have someone to think about. For example, what was that person in the BTS? What was his name?
There are 7 of them. Which one?
7 of them are there.
What?
7 of them.
7 of
7
them.
of them are there.
7 of them are there, but last day one person's birthday was there, right? One weird name.
Jimin.
That one. I don't know even to pronounce that. Okay, yeah, Meghna, come on.
I don't really have anybody. In videos, I just adore them.
Sorry.
I mean, beside parents, I can say uncle.
Uncle. Then
Nobody.
that's all. Okay, Aishwarya,
No more parents, right?
parents. Then whom you admire, so whom you think is very ideal, whom you think is perfect in many ways, or is very talented, or something like that.
I think of BTS members.
Okay. Then
I
that's all.
don't know.
Huh?
That's all.
That's all. Then Reina.
Grandparents.
Huh?
Grandparents.
Grandparents. I told no parents. Now she's moving on to grandparents. Now the entire family will come out. Okay. Grandparents. Ashish and Amal, please don't tell me your uncle, aunt, and cousins. Okay, please. Okay, Raina. Then after grandparents,
Many people, ma'am.
nobody.
Many people is there. I can't count.
But then tell. We are free for discussion today.
Like one personality, Stephen Hawking.
Who?
Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking. Yes. Then
Then
anybody who doesn't know who Stephen Hawking is? Oh my God! What a question.
Abdul Kalam.
Huh?
Abdul Kalam.
Abdul Kalam.
Yeah.
Same
Abdul-
page. Then
No.
that's all.
Then Malala Yousafzai also.
Who?
Malala Yousafzai.
Malala Yousafzai. Okay. Then
No.
that's all. Okay. Ashish. Mike. Mind your mic.
Mirror.
Mirror. Mirror. Okay. You admire yourself the most then. Yes. Very good. Then. Unmute.
John Abraham.
I can't hear you. Can anybody hear him?
John Abraham.
On Abraham. Okay. Then. Are you into bodybuilding, Ashish?
I like.
I like. Okay. Then.
Hrithik
John
Roshan.
Then. Huh?
Hrithik Roshan.
Hrithik Roshan. Then.
John.
See, apart from parents, something else, something productive is coming out. Come on. Then. If anybody else stuck in your mind, please unmute and tell. Okay. Yes, Amal. Next.
No one. Why? He was role model. Quite nice. Me as
I
well.
can't do. What is wrong? Once
Ma'am.
more, please. Yes.
I didn't have any role model. Me self.
You role models. Then let me ask you one question. Whom do you think is an ideal human being?
Me self.
You. Okay. Why? What are the qualities to be an ideal human being?
I'm a healthy person.
Healthy or helping?
Healthy.
Healthy. Okay. Then
Healthy. It should be intelligent person.
intelligence. Yes. Then
There are so many. I can't think so fast.
some points. That's okay. Why are you so fond of yourself? Why do you think you're a very good human being? Just share the thoughts. That's all.
I like to study someone other. I stress myself.
Study what?
I didn't like to imitate any other person.
You don't like to imitate any other person. Very good. Then, do you think that you have your own identity?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes. Very good. Then, one more question. Are you easily influenced by others?
Well, sometimes.
How? In what ways? No, I'm just curious to know.
Like children crying. I don't like.
When children cry, you get sad.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. Then,
And
Any other
then,
examples?
mm,
No. That's it. Okay. So we have discussed so many points, and all of this comes in this section of adolescence, challenges of adolescence. All other stages we have the headings as infancy, childhood, the prenatal stage, but this particular stage we have the heading as challenges of adolescence. So it's a very challenging stage. Yes. And Grishma, please switch on your video. And adolescence is considered as a transition period. From which stage to which stage? You have to tell me.
Childhood to adulthood.
Childhood to
Adulthood.
adulthood. Yes, very good. So adolescence is the transition period from childhood to adulthood. So you're in between. You have already experienced the childhood stage and you're moving towards the adulthood stage. You're soon to become an adult in all sense, physically, emotionally, in terms of your cognitive development, in terms of your moral values and moral development, in terms of your motor development, in terms of your sensory abilities. In all these terms, you're soon to become an adult. Okay, so we'll see the origin of the term adolescence. It's from a Latin word, and it is given as adolescere. Adolescere. ADOL, note down, adolescere. Latin word, note that it is a Latin word, adolescere. Just a minute. Can you see the screen?
Yes,
Yes?
ma'am.
Oh. Yeah. I'll write it for you. Adolescere. This is the word. Please bear with my handwriting. It's not too good. Okay. This is the spelling. It is a Latin word. Okay. And what this means is to grow into maturity. To grow into maturity. So what does adolescere mean, Amal? To grow into to what is the meaning of adolescere?
and to grow into maturity.
Into maturity, don't forget that. Okay, so take down the definition of adolescence. It is commonly defined as the stage of life, that begins stage of life that begins at the onset of puberty, 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 comma, when sexual maturity, again, comma, or the ability to reproduce, is attained, or the ability to reproduce is attained. I'll repeat the definition once more. Adolescence is commonly defined as the stage of life that begins at the onset of puberty when sexual maturity or the ability to reproduce is attained. So, when you attain puberty or sexual maturity, or you attain the full capacity to reproduce, then that is the that we commonly refer to that stage as adolescence. Now, puberty is again the stage of acquiring or attaining the sexual maturity. Have you heard about the primary and secondary sexual characteristics? Yes or no?
Yes.
Unmute and say yes or no. Nobody has heard about it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll kill you. You tell me that you haven't heard about it because I have taught this in my class. Okay. So, in when you attain puberty, you have the development of these primary and secondary sexual characteristics. Primary sexual characteristic means the development of your reproductive organs as such. It begins by birth, but it completes in the age of puberty, the stage of puberty. And the secondary sexual characteristics are some of the ones that we discussed. One point that Amal told, that is your voice changing. Especially in boys, the voice changes, the facial hair growth, all these comes under secondary sexual characteristics. For girls, you have enlargement of your breast, widening of your hips, and all these things comes in the secondary sexual characteristics. And for girls, we have something called menarche or menarche. You know that, right? The beginning of the menstrual period. We have already learned that also. So all these comes under the physical development. That is the primary sexual characteristics, the secondary sexual characteristics, menarche, the growth spurt. Another fact is the growth spurt, which means there is a rapid increase in your growth, in your height, in your weight, and all these factors. There is a rapid increase when you enter the stage of adolescence or when you enter the stage of puberty. So that is also one factor in the physical development. So you have the growth spurt, you have the primary sexual characteristics, you have the secondary sexual characteristics, you have for girls, you have the menarche. All these points are included in the physical development. And in overall development, when you see your height, weight, all these things grows at a very rapid rate, and all these occurs in the age of adolescence, right? And another factor is because of the growth of these or the development of these primary and secondary sexual characteristics, you have developments in the other sexual characteristics also, that is both psychologically as well as biologically. So that is why sex education is one of the main point, the important factor which is considered the stage of adolescence. Okay. And there is increased concern for this because in lots of areas, in lots of places, the what do you call these sexually transmitted diseases and other concerns are increasing. So because of that, it is considered important that the children at the adolescent stage has to be informed about the sexual characteristics that they have, that they are going to have, or that they are have. And sex is it is considered taboo in lots of cultures and lots of places. But uh, psychologically, as psychology students and as psychology teacher, I have to tell you that this is a topic that has to be discussed and it has to be informed to the growing adolescents. Okay, and they have to be well informed about all these factors in order to move to the adulthood stage. Okay, that is another important point in the physical development thing. And in cognitive development, we have the formal operational stage. After the physical development, we move on to the formal operational stage, that is considered in the cognitive development stages given by whom? Whose cognitive development theory did we learn? Yes, somebody told the name. What
Yeah,
was it? Shay.
PIAG.
Yeah, yeah. That's a big struggle. No problem. Okay, this is the final stage that we are going to consider, that is formal operational stage. Do you remember the previous stages? Anyone? The names? The first one was the related to the sensations and the motor movements. It's an easy name. Was it
Sensory motor.
sensory motor stage? And the second one, and the rest of the three is related to operations. Something before, something that is concrete, and something that becomes the formal.
Pre-operation.
Pre-operational stage, then comes
Concrete operation.
concrete operation stage, then this one, that is formal operational stage. And in formal operational stage, we have the all the factors that we discussed in the initial discussion, that is the abstract thinking, the logical thinking. We have learned about the hypothetical deductive reasoning, right? We form hypothesis, we reason based on that, and we come to a conclusion. From theories, we lead to theories, and we renew or again study the theory. We again form hypothesis, we deduce from the hypothesis, again form conclusion. That is hypothetical deductive reasoning. Then we have some factors influencing the moral development, and two other factors influencing the cognitive development, which we learn in the next class probably. Okay, so that is about the general introduction into the adolescent stage, into the challenges of the adolescent stage. And also we just discussed about the physical development. Please read about the physical development and let me know if you have any doubts. Okay, so the topics that we have already covered, so go through the portion. If you have any doubt, you have to ask me. Now we'll have a test on this chapter till childhood. When do you want it? Tomorrow or the day after? Not day after. Day after tomorrow or Friday. You can fix.
Friday.
Friday.
Anybody who wants to test tomorrow? Amal, do you want it tomorrow? No, ma'am. Okay. Rishma, tomorrow?
Friday.
No, ma'am. Okay. Then that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.